And today's topic is divide 2 digits by 1 digit. And this is the third part in this installment that we've been doing. So it's getting progressively more advanced. This time we're going to be looking at numbers which have remainders in them. Mo has these lolly sticks, okay? I can move up. So now there's 17 lolly sticks. I won't count them all. I trust that they're telling me the truth. He uses them to make squares, okay? And how many sides does a square have? It has 4 sides, okay? Just making sure, because that means he needs 4 lolly sticks to make a square. But he has 17 lolly sticks altogether. So how many groups of 4 can he make, or how many squares can he make? Let's see. So I will circle 4 each time, and then we can see how many groups that makes. So there's another 4. And yes, you're right. He can make 4 squares. Okay, so there are 4 groups of 4. There is, how many lolly sticks are there left over? 1 lolly stick is left. So 17 divided by 4, well, it's not strictly speaking possible. Well, you certainly can't get a whole number, but what does it give us? 4, remainder 1, okay? So Mo can make 4 squares, yeah? Let's go on to the next task. Now this time, he's making triangles. And a triangle has how many sides? Well, it has 3 sides, okay? So there are 3, he needs 3 lolly sticks to make a triangle. Complete the sentences. There are 17 lolly sticks, okay? So again, actually, I might draw them out quickly. So there's 1, 2, 3, that's one group, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I put them already in groups. You can see here, here's one group, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so there are how many groups of 3? There are 5 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are how many lolly sticks remaining? There are 2, yes, 2 lolly sticks remaining. 17 divided by 3. So what do I write here? What do I write here? Good, yeah? So we just repeat ourselves. 5, remainder 2. Okay, and how many triangles can Mo make? Yes, so you can make 5 triangles. So, and the next task is the same. You'll find yourself repeating the same numbers, but we have a different shape. This is a pentagon. Finally, Mo uses the lolly sticks to make pentagons. How many pentagons can Mo make? Well, first of all, how many sides does a pentagon have? 5, okay? So we need groups of 5. So, and again, he has 17 lolly sticks in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's all the lolly sticks. And I've already put them in groups of 5. We've got 1 group, 2, and 3, and then the 2 left over. So there are how many groups of 5? How many groups of 5 are there? 3, right. 1, 2, 3. There are lolly sticks remaining. How many lolly sticks are left over? Look carefully. How many lolly sticks? 2. Okay, 2 lolly sticks are left over again. So 17 divided by 5, what do I put here? Right, 3 groups, remainder 2 left over. Mo can make how many pentagons? 3 pentagons, okay? Okay, this time we're using a number line. Use repeated subtraction to complete the divisions. Use the number lines to help you. Okay, so we're dividing 23 by 4. They've started us off with 23, they've gone back 4, and then another 4, okay? But we need to continue. So we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I always find it good to mark it because I lose my place if I just do the arrow. Whoops, it's a bit of a wonky arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I need to jump here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I jump, and that's obviously the last jump I can make. I can't go again. Okay, this is the remainder. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps backwards. Okay, so that means 4 goes into 23 5 times. What is the remainder? Well, I have to count up here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the remainder is 3. Now, let's do the same down here. We're dividing 23 by 5, so we're going 5 backwards. Okay, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're here. 1. Okay, and again 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This must be our last jump because I can't see us being able to jump again. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 4 jumps. So how many times can 5 go into 23? 4 times. What is the remainder? 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you need to count up to the point where you last jumped. So you have a remainder 3. Okay, and that makes sense because we know 4 times 5 is 20, and then you'll have 3 left over. Okay, right, so let's look at this equation. 23 divided by 3 now. They want us to do it all ourselves. So 1, 2, 3, so we need to jump to this one. Jumps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 23 divided by 3 is 7. Remainder 2. Good. Okay. What is 3 times 7? Just checking your times table. 3 times 21. Okay. So then there'll be 2 left over, wouldn't there? If we do 23 take away 21, we have 2 left over. Okay. Right, next task. Okay, Eva works out 34 divided by 4. That's what she's working out. And she says there is a remainder of 6. Is Eva correct? So Eva is not correct, so you'd write no here. Because you can see here, she can do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of space there. Okay. And as I mentioned, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's good to have that repetition. The number that you're dividing by, the remainder cannot be larger than the number you're dividing by. Take another 4. Okay? Or the other reason is you could say the remainder cannot be larger than the number you're dividing by. So 6 is larger than 4. That's not possible. Okay, if you're dividing by 4, the remainder can only be 3, 2, or 1. Let's have a look. Complete the calculations. 29 divided by equals 4, remainder 5. So what we do here, we have to work backwards. So what we do first of all is 29, take away 5. What does that give us? 29 take away 24, right. So there we have our number. Then we have to do 24 divided by 4. 24 divided by 4. Okay, because you've got 4 here. So what's 24 divided by 4? 6. So that means 6 is our answer here. Okay, 29 divided by 6 equals 4, remainder 5. Okay? Right. So now we have 29 divided by, we don't know, equals 4, remainder 1. So we need to do the same. 29 minus 1. So we're working backwards here to find out what the number is. 29 take away 1. What does that give us? 28. And now, checking you know your 4 times table, 28 divided by 4. 7, good. Or you know your 7 times table, either way. So 7 is the answer here. Okay, now here they ask 29 divided by 14, remainder, divided by what gives you 14, remainder 1. Okay, well we've already done 29 minus 1 equals 28, so we know that. So we've done this part. Now we have to divide 28 by 14. Okay, we have to divide it by 14. What does that give us? 14, 2 times 14 makes 28. Yeah, 14 goes into 28 2 times. So our answer is 2. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so you have to first subtract the remainder, and then you have to divide this number by, no, you have to divide this number by this number. Well, what's left, basically, after you've taken away the remainder. Okay, moving on. Let's see, what does it ask? There's nothing at the top, okay. How do you know there is no remainder when 75 is divided by 5? How do we know that? Times table. Let's do your 5 times table. What's 1 times 5? 5. Okay, hang on, just to make it clear. I'm going to do, this is the 10s and this is the 1s. Okay. What's 2 times 5? What's 3 times 5? What's 4 times 5? What's 5 times 5? What's 6 times 5? What's 7 times 5? Okay, I think we've done enough. What do you notice about the 1s? So the 1s are all 5 or 0, aren't they? So if you have a 5 in the 1s, it doesn't matter what number this is, or even, so I could do the hugest number ever, well, not the hugest, one of a very large number. I can just do this, 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 and as long as I have a 5 at the end, I know that it's a multiple of 5. Or if I have a 0 at the end, I know it is a multiple of 5. Okay, I'm just going to mute everybody. Please only unmute if you're going to say something. So if the units or the ones are either a 0 or a 5, 5 will always go into it. Yeah? Okay, so you'd write if the ones have a 0, I hope they don't think that's an O, or a 5, it is a multiple of 5. Without doing the division, what is the remainder when 76 is divided by 5? What would the remainder be? We know that, yeah, the remainder would be 1. Okay, and we know that because we know 5 goes into 75. Okay, 5 goes into 75, and 76 is just 1 more. That's how we know it. Okay, right. Use place value counters and a place value chart to work out the divisions. Right, so we're doing 87 divided by 4. So I've got my 4 rows here, very badly drawn, and I'm going to put 8 of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now I have 7 ones. Now we know that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have another 3, but I can't distribute them equally. So the remainder is going to be 3. What is the number that we have in one row? 21. Now this time we have to do 77 divided by 3. Okay, so I'll get my place value chart up again. Okay, so we're not using that row, just 1, 2, 3, just those rows. And we're dividing 77, so I put the counters in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then I have 110 left over. So I have 17. So I need to put 17 into the ones. Okay, that's going to take a long time, but let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, don't even know if they'll fit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can't distribute the final 2. I've done 15, but I can't do the final 2 to get it up to 17. Yeah, so I have remainder 2. I have 2 left over. Okay, but how much do I have in one row? 25. Okay, 25. And what did I say the remainder was? 2. Good. To put 7 of these in. Now I can only do 1 in each, which will be 5, and then I'll have 2 10s left. Meaning I'll have 24 ones. Yeah, because I've got 4 ones here, plus another 2 10s, 24 ones. That will take a long time to divide up, but anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, whoops, I 18, 19, 20. Now I have to do 24, but I can't put an equal number in each row. Now can I? Yeah, so I've got 4 left over. Okay. Right, so how much is in one row? 14, and then I have remainder 4. Okay. And one way just to make sure, so I have 14 here and 4 here. Now, if you remember, I said the remainder always has to be less than the number you're dividing by. Well, 3 is less than 4, so it's probably true. 2 is less than 3, and 4 is less than 5. Okay, so that's another way you can just do a quick check. Make sure you've got it all right. Teddy has fewer than 60 marbles, but more than 40. Okay. When he shares, so maybe I should write this down. So he has 40, between 40 and 60 marbles. That's not meant to be a minus sign in this case, it's meant to be a hyphen, so 40 to 60 marbles. When he shares them equally into 3 pots, he has no remainders. Okay, so it's a multiple of 3. Okay, so it can be divided by 3, the number. When he shares them equally into 4 pots, he has remainder 4. So if you divide by 4, it will have a remainder of 3. Okay, and if you divide into 5 pots, I can tell this is going to be a long question. If you divide by 5 pots, he has remainder 1. Okay, right, so let's start by working out all the multiples of 3 between 40 and 60. Now we know 10 times 3 is 30, okay, and we know that 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, I'll just write that down. So we know 10 times 3 is 30. Well, we want to get above 40. And we know 3 times 3 is 9. So in other words, 13 times 3 is 39, okay? We don't want 13 times 3. We want to start with 14 times 3. 14 times 3 would be 39 plus 3. What's 39 plus 3? 39? 42. So now we're doing the 3 times table. It's both very high, okay? We basically have to add 3 each time. All the multiples of 3, okay? So, and here we have our 51. It is a multiple of 3, 51. And then we need to find a number which is 3 less than 51 for the 4s. And we've got that here, okay? And then we need to find a number which is 1 less than 51. And we've got that here, yeah? So this means that it's 3 less than a number, and this means that it's 1 less than a number. But it takes quite a while to find. I knew it would take a long time to get this answer, and even longer if one makes a mistake. Here we go.